Damn, I thought we got past the shut up and dribble people. Shut up and dribble. You don't know anything about politics. Shut up and dribble. Like, so when you guys come into my space and tell me to shut up and dribble, one, let's just break this whole shut up and dribble down. I don't play basketball anymore. So you just only see me as somebody that needs to be dribbling. That's my only worth or my only contribution to society. Not to mention, I have businesses that I pay a lot of taxes on. I've paid a lot of taxes in my career. I mean, I've seen amounts of taxes. You know, obviously I own homes in different places where I have to pay taxes. And I have charities. So government and the things that happen in local government affect everything. But because I may say something that triggers you, remember, my opinion is not your opinion. If you don't like my opinion, unfollow me. And this, I don't even say that from, you know, an offensive point of view. It's easy. Like, I'm listening to all these right-wing extremists talk about DEI and empathy's bad and, you know, get these people out of the country. Like, you know, that's how you feel. You have every right to feel that way. I don't agree with you, but I'm not going on nobody's wall and cursing them out and sitting there. That's how you feel. Great. You know, live that.
Ray Allen, the Hall of Fame basketball player, spoke truth on his platform.
I'm just going to encourage people to look after people, to treat people well, to make this country a better place, make this world a better place by being accepting to people, by offering people a hand, you know, building a bridge and not a wall. That's what I do. I don't care about what people, when they say negative shit. Why are some of you so triggered that by something that I post or something that I say? Why are you so triggered that you got to come into my space and start to spit vitriol and you know, hate and anger? You know, you attack. You know, I could post something somebody says, you know, and something that can be very, you know, off the cuff, you know, not good for anybody. And then all of a sudden you get mad at me because I'm the person you start trying to break apart my life. Like, oh, you weren't even that good of an NBA player. Well, you know, some of you to come on, I'm in the Hall of Fame. So what you say about that, I don't give a damn. You guys have to understand that this country is not just for you. There's so many different people. There's so much diversity. And diversity, regardless of what you think of what you say or what you believe, diversity is great for this country. So violence is never an answer for anything in this country. We need civil discourse. Like, you want to have a conversation? I don't mind having a conversation, but you guys got to be willing to listen instead of trying to tell people that they stink or they suck or you need to, you know, shut up and keep dribbling. Like, because you don't like what I say, you don't know me. You didn't grow up with me. You don't understand why I think the way I think, and you're not willing to listen. You only care. But one thing I won't say is I'm not going to segregate. I'm not going to separate. I'm not going to disparage people just for trying to make a living in this country. Everybody, this is the earth. Everybody deserves a fair shot. Everybody deserves to have an opportunity to live a great life and take care of their family, to love and to be loved. And if you ain't on that, then maybe you're the one that's out of pocket. Maybe you're the one that needs yourself checked.
Let me just say, as a basketball fan, all right, as a sports purist, as someone who grew up on Jesus Shuttlesworth and watching Ray Allen play for the Milwaukee Bucks and kill the Chicago Bulls, this is awesome to see, especially in the times that we are living in right now. And just to give an idea, by the way, of a religious person like Ray Allen, what is he posting on his Instagram? He is posting about how a farmer is desperate for relief because Donald Trump and his administration are crushing them. The next one, top 15 lowest ranked U.S. states by public education. I mean, I'll just read it. Why not? Arizona, Alabama, New Mexico, Oklahoma, Idaho, West Virginia, Arkansas, Nevada, Indiana, Louisiana, Florida, Texas, Mississippi, South Carolina, Utah. What do they have in common? His next post, Trump's deportation of immigrants paralyzed the United States. And it is news cycles of how so many people are being harassed, abducted, and deported. Another one, white versus black responses to Charlie Kirk from an uploader and a user named Matthew Prigden, A Daily Show clip about Trump's mental decline. A painting about Matthew Dowd, the MSNBC contributor, who was fired. And the bubble above him says Charlie Kirk said some not so great things. And then a heart around Brian Kilmeade because he essentially said, let's kill the homeless. Let's euthanize them on Fox News. He would show the American West in the 1830s, Nazi Germany in the 40s, and present-day United States, all with governments controlling the masses. An upload of Trump saying, smart people don't like me. An upload by one user saying, if you think killing over politics is crazy, imagine killing over skin color. This is what he is getting harassed about and criticized on, rather. Black children looking at a segregated playground, Alabama, 1956, not long ago, from African archives. The Daily Beast, in an article, go on his Instagram, there are tons. Donald Trump's presidency is making America irrelevant. For the record, I reached out to Ray Allen to host him, and I think it would be an awesome discussion. Truly. There's another one. Vaccines save millions. Here's what the U.S. wiped out because you have a man who's not a doctor in charge of medicine. Imagine if the opposition party put a judge on the Supreme Court who has never practiced law and is like a veterinarian. That's what they're doing. A conspiracy theorist veterinarian. Actually, they probably love that. Another one. The same people who laughed at the idea of immigrants being eaten by alligators cheered when President Biden announced he had cancer, mocked the death of George Floyd, makes jokes about State Rep Melissa Hortman, a wife and mother, being assassinated along with her husband and dog, cheered for Kyle Rittenhouse, and mocked the death of President Jimmy Carter, are now doxing people for not being respectful to the late Charlie Kirk. Irony may never recover. Here's another one. The imbalance between Charlie and hundreds of school children. This man is cooking. He would post some of the things that Charlie Kirk said, which I have done as well, because these are his words. These are things that he proudly stated. And conservatives are getting mad, which leads me to one of two things. They're mad that they hold the same beliefs, or they're mad that we are showing this because they didn't know. Here's another one. Your health insurance is about to go up by the biggest percentage in 15 years. That is true. So here's where I'm at, all right? Ray Allen, one of the best pure jump shooters of all time, won NBA championships, is getting criticized for expressing a political opinion. And that is the same group who said, do not mix politics and sports, yet are demanding every single team in every single sport have a moment of silence for Charlie Kirk. Hypocrisy is endless.